Yeah. I think let's tell you guys a story. And the story is, I'll tell you this time. I saw this ghost in our basement. Right. So I was in the beginning of ninth grade. It was like second, maybe the first week of school, I think. So in history, we was talking about the ghost in Gettysburg and shit. And so that night, I went to sleep all good and dandy. And I think about no ghost at all. So the next morning, this is where the problem come in. So I wake up the next morning and shit, just to find out that I see hella ghosts. My mom was in the basement at the time. I was living with my mother at the time, and I see ghosts and shit. And he's going up my steps and shit. So one of their legs broke and shit. So I was one just dragging him up the steps and shit. He not carrying his ass. He's just dragging his ass and shit. I was like, why the fuck he dragging him? Why the fuck we just won't carry him and shit? And so when I was just looking at me and shit like that, I said, oh shit. So I'm over there in a fetal position and shit, scared out of my motherfucking mind. So they, like, when I started walking closer to me and shit, so I closed my eyes and shit. And my eyes was closed. I imagined me doing karate, fucking all of them up and shit. Like, and then I opened my eyes back up and they were still coming towards me. So then like I farted and like a little bit of shit came out. And I was trying to hide the fact that I shitted on myself a little bit. So that's when I tried to just get it off my mind. So then piss came out and shit. I started peeing everywhere. Like pee was all over my bed and shit. And that's when I started yelling and shit. Like I started just, mommy, mommy, and shit like that. My mother came down. They all just disappeared and shit. So I looked crazy. So my mother was laughing at me and shit. And that's when the motherfucking that's when the motherfucking monster and shit. Well, not monster, but ghost. And started saying my name and shit. My mom went back upstairs. I had to get ready for school, and I was up. My light was on and shit by that time. And yeah, my mother was upstairs laughing, telling everybody about the shit. I was mad as a bitch because she was telling everybody, and I really saw a ghost and she didn't believe me and shit. Cause when she came down, it disappeared and shit. And so after that, what happened after that? So after that, and shit, I'm over there like this ghost saying my name. What the fuck should I do? So I guess I guess my phone and shit like that. I'm gonna show you what I did. So I guess the phone, I guess the texting and shit like. So goes to my house. He's calling my name. What the fuck should I do? So then they text back. And they laughing and shit like, nigga, you seen a ghost? Fuck you talking about a ghost? And like started laughing at me again and shit. So they called me and shit and they started laughing. So I hung up on their ass like, bye, I got here. And shit. So right now I'm thinking I'm about to die before school. And it's like I wanted to go to school today. It was like the second week. I was still meeting people, still excited about school. You know how it is when you still excited about school and shit. I like when you get into school, you want school, and then like at like the first month of school, like you want school to hike the fuck up, man. So you get your stomach back and shit, sleep late and shit. That time with that day, I wish I didn't have school and shit, cause I wanted to sleep hella late. You know what I mean? Cause like the first week of school, I barely got sleep and shit, cause I was so excited about school. I don't know why, but I was so excited about school and shit. I couldn't go to sleep. So then after that and shit, he just another ghost came there and shit, and he started smiling and shit. I was like, "The fuck you smiling for?" That's when it's like 15 ghosts all gathered around me and shit. We was like, we know who you is now. I'm thinking like, what? That motherfucker say, you sissy grandson. What? Yeah, you didn't make me shit and piss on myself, and that's what you wanted to know who the fuck I am. But yeah, that was my story. So leave comments and lie to him. You feel me? I got more stories coming up. That one wasn't my best, but I got some good ones coming.